and welcome to the fifth episode of AI Learning web series of IntellicoTalks, powered by IntellicoWorks. IntellicoWorks is a DevOps consulting company that provides DevOps, DataOps, and SecOps services around the globe. We are the partner consultants for AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud Platform services. And we are also the partner consultant for the AI development services. Today, we are going to learn that how we can leverage AI technology for the creative process, as we have seen that AI assisted so many people in the creative process, and people have been using it for harnessing the advancements for the usability testing, empowering the workflows, and designing the user interfaces with the help of AI. So let's discuss it and elaborate further with the help of Shahzad Masud. So welcome Shahzad again for the fifth episode.
Thank you so much.
So today we are going to talk about how we can leverage AI for the image generation or for the assistance in the creative process. So, and we have seen some recent advancement that people are using it to generate images, to make their workflows better. So can you please shed some light on it, that how we can leverage AI for the creative process?
So first of all, let's understand that how design work actually happened. So design work happen when some creative ideas or user interface or anything actually being defined and then shared with the designer. Designer create a snapshot, create a design, share it back to the respective person. He actually approves it. And once the approval is done, there are few feedbacks that have been given to the guys, the creative guy come back with another thing. The requirement owner says that I need another variation. The designer started with another variation. I need a different color scheme.
Yeah.
The designer started with another color scheme. Okay, can you actually compress all of them? Can you expand them? Can you do a lot more things? So this is kind of frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the designer. But it's a long iterative cycle. And when you actually see the finalized or finished product, that pays off the entire debt, right? But how AI can help you with? AI can help you with GAN, Generative Adaptive Networks, where these networks can actually give you with the prototyping and the cataloging.
Okay.
With the help of AI, what you can do is you can actually define that particular generative AI design in network and graphics. And from there, you can actually ask AI to do any type of variations that you actually need for that. So how you need a design variation, you can actually tell based on the variation on the color, based on the variation of the fields, based on the variation of the actors, based on variation of the placement of the buttons. You can actually define any type of idea. You can actually say that, give me a dark theme, give me a light theme, give me a bright theme, give me a blue theme, give me a yellow and orange and any kind of a theme. You can actually go for that. You can also say that make it similar to a Google style transfer. Make it very much similar to the social media transfer. Make it very much similar to that one. And once that is done, then the most challenging part comes in. How you can actually translate the entire stuff into an HTML, or you can entirely transfer into a frame or a box or a desktop application or the other application. So what AI actually does is create a metadata, give you different transformation styles, and then give you output of the same thing using GAN.
GAN. So that also known as GAN, we can say?
Yeah, that's also known as Generative Adversarial Networks.
Adversarial network. Okay. So when we talk about the alternatives in designing with the help of AI, so can you outline the first part, what steps we can have in that?
For the alternatives, it always say that you can actually alternate based on the color. You can always based on the organization of different elements. You can always have an alternative based on any of the previous style sheet. And the next and the most important part is you always get the color combination, you always get the similarity, you always get the templating, you always get how to place different attributes. You can create different sections out of it. So AI GAN networks actually helps you with placement, grouping, tabbing, showing how this can be done, what could be user friendly, how many less clicks you can actually have in there to actually go for that. So the AI GAN networks are actually automatically design powered.
And if we further move out towards the next part, that we've seen some of the steps in it, that the first one is GAN that you have already told us. Then we talk about the style transference as well, and then we can talk about the content generation, that how we can leverage
convert
AI.
from an image to the HTML part, convert from
Absolutely.
image to Laravel-oriented PHP
Yeah.
page, convert from the image to a desktop-based frame or form-based control. So
Yes.
everything is there.
Yeah. So that can be done with the help of AI
With
very
AI.
quickly. Yeah. And regarding this, people have suggestions regarding, they have their own preferences regarding the colors, regarding the workflows and other things. So, designers, we can say that,
It would ease the life of the designer
Yeah.
so much that the designer can have depth on creating the actual design rather than creating variations. Or can I see the same thing in a yellow color?
Yeah.
Designer got frustrated.
Yeah.
I spent so much time on different gradients, different variants, and you're asking me, can I see that in
Yeah.
yellow color or
Yeah.
red color or that? Like, just press on one button and the entire design in a GAN actually can transform itself into a different color scheme.
Yeah, so we can say that designers can be they get frustrated from these type of things nowadays. We can see designers
Now they can actually focus on the creativity rather than
absolutely
changing color,
Yeah.
fitting into different things. So that these are the things.
perfect.
The next most important thing in the AI and design part is when someone actually says that, okay, design is very good, design is absolutely fabulous and all that. Can I actually get this design loaded into a smaller amount of time? Like in 1 second, in 2 seconds maybe? Can I actually have it like personalized like I have in my thing? Can I actually access the same design on mobile? Can I access the same design on my laptop? Can I access the same design on my tablet, on my TV, on anywhere like that? So this is where AI can help you out because AI is actually generating the content. Now you can actually give the feedback. Optimize this for Web3.
Yeah.
Optimize this for Web2, Web3. Optimize this for mobile application. Optimize this for that. It will actually start generating the respective image files, respective
Okay.
CSS files, respective things. So if you are working in a desktop application, you can actually generate the content in MBs as well.
I think here we are talking about the responsiveness of different devices or
Different devices,
yeah.
yes.
So
It's called accessibility. It's called
Accessibility,
accessibility.
yeah.
It's called testing. It's called personalization. It's called optimization.
Yeah.
It's called actually making sure that SLA is defined correctly.
I want to understand here that people they like to see different variations for their work.
But they also need optimization as well.
Optimization as well on the same time. So AI is providing the assistance to provide you with different type of interfaces or with
As
the
well as with
suggestions.
the optimization
Yeah.
as well, different suggestions, different arrangement, different placement, less clicks, and then it's actually giving you an optimized output as well.
Perfect. So here, I would say that being a marketeer, being in the industry for around a decade, I can see people who are exploring your things, web landing pages, mobile applications. Design is one of the aspects that they really get converted if your design is quite user friendly.
The most critical one, I would say.
Yeah. So that's where I think designers can get the leverage of AI to make it better, to make it more user friendly for the people, and along at the same time they can provide variations to the product owner or to the respective person who is the owner of the product, I would say.
Yeah, let me tell you one more aspect of the AI
Sure.
in this entire scenario. If someone want to do a prototype or a minimum viable product of anything, what he will do is actually go to the designer, create a prototype for him. It will take like weeks, 2 months, where the guy is actually designing everything. If you use AI for that, you can actually do a rapid prototyping as well.
Is it helping in the prototyping part as well?
Yes, it is actually helping with the prototyping part, rapid design, rapid testing, rapid usability. There's a rapid design collaboration, how this thing will actually look like in a web interface or a mobile interface or a TV interface. If you want to make any modification in there, you can actually define it in those GANs as well.
Yeah.
That these will look like in that. And for instance, the worst case scenario, I don't like it. You just stash it.
Yeah.
The whole month's, even month's effort is not destroyed.
Okay.
But it's just like you design a GAN in like 1 or 2 days. You don't like it, bingo, destroyed. But if you actually spend months on this one, and someone says to a designer that, I don't like it.
Yeah.
So
So you can have the alternatives.
Yeah. So we always have the alternative.
And very important thing, I have seen so many platforms that people like other people to have to share their experiences for specific landing pages or applications, and that's where the usability testing comes in.
Yes.
So that's where AI are also providing you a leverage to get done with these type of things, that to have the right experience in that sort of things, right?
One more critical thing in this one is the design collaboration.
Yeah.
Sometimes people actually create a design using some third party guys. When you actually move to GANs, and you already have a design in Photoshop or Illustrator or any of this design software, you can actually combine them together as well.
Perfect.
So if you can combine them together, there's a new GAN available for that particular design, and you can actually reverse engineer that too.
Okay.
So once you do that, it will be all just like a one chunk. It's not a separate chunk that is available in the Illustrator file, but it's a single one chunk.
Perfect. So eventually it is combining the whole collaboration efforts as well.
Yes.
We have covered all major things, that how designers basically can leverage the AI tools and help that can help them in making the workflows better, in making the prototypes better. So how would you conclude all this conversation for our audience?
AI actually is revolutionizing the designing industry. So it is actually reducing the entire waste that is in the designing industry. Repetition of the things is being handled by the AI, as we have seen in other examples as well. AI is reducing all the repetitive work and only leaving the creativity to the designer, which is like the oxygen for them. If you actually ask them to do the repetitive work, it's not like a really pleasant thing to actually go for. So that's why AI is revolutionizing this one. AI is actually putting more efforts on how to make things more better, more automated, more testing oriented. And when you actually generate something using AI, no extensive testing is involved, because that's the code that is generated by a robot, which is more than like 99.9% accurate already enough. It's already optimized. It's already tested, is already proven. You just have to plug and play.
That's where I was try to point out this question, that can we rely on the accuracy of AI for the creative process?
For the 0.1% part, yes, we can test it on a human basis, but for 99.9%, yes, we can rely on that, because that's already proven and that's already learned by all the hard work that is done by millions of designers and developers across the world.
Perfect. So the reliance, can be fulfilled by the AI tools.
By the AI tools. So if what I'm suggesting over here is, AI is still a robot, right? So it's learning based on history. So 0.01%, which I'm giving the leverage actually for the testers, for the designers, to actually review that one if it's learned positive things from the history or negative things. But still, as the AI is actually learning, so we can actually make it learn good things and get most of it, most out of it.
Okay, so that was it from the 5th episode. That's where we learned about how we can leverage AI technology for the creative process, and how we can make the workflows better, the user experience better for different applications like web and mobile. So we are coming up with more interesting topics, that how we can leverage AI for different applications, for different use cases. So stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you so much.